watching me on YouTube. Good.
Hey Marco Punk, I thought you were done with the Saw content.
Well, you thought wrong, Scruffles. So, out of my way. Hello, my best and hound friends and ladies. Mark the Punk Gamer, a.k.a. Marco Punk here. You thought it was the end of my Saw content? No, there's more. So, this is one of 3 of the content I'm doing, so... On my first video, if you guys saw from the title, yes, these are my top 5 worst traps in the series, in the whole entire franchise. I handpicked that are my most hated in this series. So this is going to be a first good one for me, so I like doing the worst first, and then I'll go to my most favorite traps in my next video. But for now, I'm doing my most worst ones and hated ones for now, so... Ready to do this, Scruffles? More Saw content. So, here we go. So, I'll mention a couple of dishonorable mentions before I start my top 5. The one that is these SWAT guys are trapped in that one room is that gas trap. That's a dishonorable mention from Saw 3D, the final chapter. And my second dishonorable mention is frickin' Art Blank with this claw thing on his back. So, doesn't make any fucking sense either. So, there you go. Those are my 2 dishonorable mentions. They didn't make it onto my list. So, now let's get on to my top 5. I think are the worst in the franchise. Starting off at number 5 is Mark Wilson's trap, the flammable jelly trap from Saw 1. So, this trap does not make any fucking sense in the original film, so he has to find the code to unlock the safe to get an antidote, whatever shit that plot was behind that trap, so... Except there's glass on the floor, broken glass, he has to step on with his bare feet. So, he cannot figure out how to open the fucking safe. I do believe this might be the worst trap in the series in my opinion, so... My number 5 worst one is definitely Mark Wilson's flammable jelly trap. So, there you go. Speaking of setting people on fire, so my number 4 pick for the worst trap in the series is Tate's furnace trap from Saw 2. So, it's another burning on fire trap, so I like the whole scene on Obby's tape, selling and all that stuff. Once you're in hell, only the devil can help you out. I love that scene with the tape recorder of Obby. That cool scene. So everything else is just a boring trap to me. It's not that interesting. So it's just Obby burning alive in a furnace. So not really my favorite in the series, but there you go. So my number 4 worst one has to go to Tate's furnace trap from Saw 2. Now, my best hound friends and lemon pie cuties, now we're out of the burning territory of those traps. So my number 3 worst one has to go to Jill Tuck's reverse bear trap from Saw 3D, the final chapter. The reason it's at the middle, because the blood's fake in this one, to be honest. It wasn't real blood. That's why it's the most fucking disappointing. See how the reverse bear trap actually works? So, it's ruined by the fake blood. That's why I fucking hate this one. So, number 3 has to go to Jill Tuck's reverse bear trap from the end, almost close to the ending of Saw 3D, the final chapter. There you go. Alrighty, so these are my top 2 that really infuriate the fuck out of me as the last 2 in my worst list here. So, my number 2 that really infuriates me about this one, so it's gonna be the CGI decapitated head from Saw 5. So, the one with the embedded razors behind their necks, the collar trap one. That's the one I'm talking about. So, every time I seen that scene, it really aggravates the fuck out of me. So, this is probably the worst one. It's directed by a production designer, so there you fucking go. So, yeah, this is the one that really aggravates me the most. So this made it to my top of my most hated one. So number 2 is going to be the decapitated head from Saw 5, from the embedded razors behind them. Alright, so this is going to be my number 1 most hated traps out of all these top 4 that I had before. So which is my number 1 that really is the worst, so that really aggravates me the most out of the whole franchise, the whole series, whatever. So I'm gonna actually categorize all of them. I'm talking about all the traps from the Jigsaw, the first reboot movie. So you didn't see that coming, did you? I'm just gonna categorize all of them. All of them fucking suck in this movie. Sorry. So there's nothing inspiring about that Jigsaw reboot. So the first reboot, it's a wasted reboot. The one movie I will never return to. So overall, all the traps fucking suck in Jigsaw. So that's all I'm gonna say for that. So no words for it. So overall, wasted reboot. So all traps suck. As my number 1 worst, as all of them are in one category. Alright, my best home friends and Lemon Pie Cuties, I hope you enjoyed my top 5 worst ones, and I categorized all of them in my number 1 as my most hated, as the worst, and all that stuff. So tell me your thoughts about your top 5 worst ones you think are the worst, and I would love to hear your opinion. So this is just my opinion, guys, so just take my opinion as is. So there will be more Saw content, which is my favorite traps in the series, and I'll be ranking the villains last. So I'm looking forward to uploading these last 2 Saw content for you guys. So I'm excited to do that. Alright, if you enjoyed my top 5 worst Saw traps in the series, click the bell to get notified of the next video. Oh yeah, and subscribe to me while you're at it. And then you can click this click the all notifications and stuff, and also share this video as well so I get more views and subscribers. Also, I have a Facebook page in the description down below on my video, and I will see you on my most favorite traps in the whole series video for you guys. So see you later.